You guys, it's Mary.
And Alma.
We invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below because we want you guys to. We're going to review something that we saw on social media, and I think it's a good talking point.
Yes.
So we want you guys to look at this, read it thoroughly, read it twice, and then come back. Okay. Now that you guys have read it, I like.
First of all, this lady. She has 2 sons, 13 and 17.
Yes.
But those are really sometimes good ages for boys. Only they start acting the fool early. But anyway, I mean, the man said he would have been married
you if she didn't have kids.
No kids. You shall not be with any man who doesn't. And I have heard, known many women who, have been divorced or they're single parent mothers, and the men are so bold to let them know that I don't want you talking about your kids. Or, they're sitting at a dinner and they pick up the phone because a child is calling and the man loses his stuff. How dare you pick up a phone? I'm here with you, and act the plumb fool on a first date. Like, I have heard so many horror stories, really, because I think it's a horror, like, for you to even entertain someone who doesn't want you to talk about your kids, who doesn't want to know if you have kids, who wouldn't marry you because you have kids. Like, I don't know how you guys even get to go on that first date, because it's not even a red flag. That's a deal breaker. It's just a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Like, you and the children, you're like one package.
Yeah.
Like, I have never been able to understand it, but I know so many women who that has happened to. It blows my mind every time, because some of them, yes, they are like, these kids are messing me up here. You know what I'm saying? I got my glue. I'm sorry. No man is worth that much time for me to kick my kids to the curb and go with some man. Because something, you know what you're showing him? If you will kick something so precious, that you give blood
birth to,
running through your veins, and that you gave birth to, if you will kick them kids to the curb, like you want to do, right? What you're showing the man is that you don't even take your life seriously. That's what you're showing to him.
Yeah, of course.
That you don't even take your own life, because your life is precious, right?
Mm-hmm.
The man assumes that your kids are precious, but he wants to push the button because they're
putting out feelers out there.
So, but you know something? I don't even know where women decided. Because I'm telling you, I know, oh my goodness, I know so many women who they're actually dating someone.
Yeah.
Who they're still dating this person, even though the person has told them. As soon as they start talking to the person and they mention their kids, the person has said, I don't want to hear that. And they continue to date this man.
But can we break this down real quick?
That's a deal breaker. Like, it blows my mind. If you don't honor your own children, you don't find them precious, that man will not even take your life precious. Don't be surprised if one day he decides to just either toe tag you or beat you. Like, don't be surprised. You know why? Because you're showing him that I'm not taking what should be valuable. He knows your children should be valuable to you. It's not like he don't know. He knows your children should be valuable to you. However, he hanging with his boys letting him know, oh yeah, I don't allow her to talk about her kids.
What?
So he knows that this is something now.
Yeah.
I don't know when this became a thing, but it has become a thing. I think I started hearing about some craziness like this over 10 years ago.
Oh wow.
Over 10 years ago, and I was just like, how are you with someone who doesn't want you to talk about your son who is disabled?
No, I just feel really...
And the woman was just like, well, it can be quite a bit. I was just, anyway, after that, she seems to be my acquaintance. Because, I don't like hanging around people who ain't got no damn sense. I just, if you don't have those just simple values like that, where you just value your kids, then you don't need to. Even now, my kids are adults. Even now, like, you don't want me to talk about my adult children? Bro, you got to go somewhere, please. Because that means that when my kids have their families, and they have grandchildren,
you don't want to be part of all that. You don't want to be a part of that.
So that means that right away he is moving you away from family.
And it also shows that he ain't about family, and he ain't about shit, and he ain't about legacy. So what you doing with him? But let's break this down,
sorry, there is no private parts of a man that's that good that you kick your 13-year-old and 17-year-old sons out there talking about let them go stay with their daddy. And by the way, the stuff that men always do, because I always hear, men say, oh, women can't raise sons and blah. They actually can. And they can do a very good job. Just like, I will never even say, remember our neighbor who was a single, we're not going to say his name, but he was a single father, and he had a daughter.
I'm sure if he watching
I will never have said that he couldn't take care of his daughter because he did a good job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fathers can raise daughters and mothers can damn sure raise sons.
They're gone, honey.
Like, come on. If the man is not there, you have your Heavenly Father there too, who watching over.
Yeah.
Like, just have confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
And then, God will bring the right person your way who will help you. But if you don't have the man and God hasn't brought that person to you yet, that's because you're able to do it. With His help, you're able to raise an amazing son.
But can we break this
down real quick? A lot of times women do this. As soon as the sons reach a certain age, they send this child to some dysfunctional father who is an asswipe, and then that father now teaches.
Don't we know somebody who did that?
That father, I know so many. That father teaches the son all the nutty stuff, and he actually doesn't even have to teach because the son just sees the example. And then your child come your way and you wonder, what the hell happened to him? Oh, he was with
your
daddy.
choices is what happened to me.
He was with his daddy for those very formative years, and you were nowhere to be found. And if that husband, that your ex is not balanced, like knowing, okay, yes, I am a man, but I also have, female, energy, and I need to be able to counter both to actually raise a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's not balanced, you will be looking at some boy who acted just like, I don't want to say their father, but especially if the father is not doing what he's supposed to do, Yeah. So that's how I just feel with this lady. Like, you're just gonna send it, but if at this point with this woman, this is what I'm thinking. Because if this lady thinking like this, she may not be fit, okay, to even raise the sons at this point. Maybe the father is on a more stable, because at this point, lady, this is what I think you should do. Pray first. I don't know how old you are. You're probably in your 30s, late 30s, going on 40s. That age where a woman's libido is out of control. It's totally out of control. It's like a teenage boy's. You got to get control of that, honey bun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You may have to just get control of that.
But can we break this down finally? Your sons are soon going to be
out of the house. It's 5 years. They'll be in college. The other one is 1 year. Just try your best. But if the husband is more stable than you are, because right now mentally you don't sound stable. Emotionally you don't sound stable. But if the father is in a more stable place than you are, that might be the best thing for them with those boys, actually. Because if you're already thinking, first of all, you're with a man who tells you, I would have been married you if you ain't got no kids.
But hold on, wait.
Right there, and she's still with a man.
Well, hold on, wait. Let's break this down. I've been trying to break this down for 10 minutes now.
Boys. You better take them boys.
No, hold on, wait.
You ain't fit.
Let's break this down, okay?
And I hate to say that
message.
To women.
No, hold on, wait, Tamar.
Oh,
in the question that she asked,
yes,
she says, "My man of 2 months, says I would have been married to you if I didn't have kids. This is my thing.
Yes.
This man will never marry you. He played you like a fiddle. Why would a man talk about marrying you? And then he said, I would have been married to you. Like he has been dating for 2 years.
I know.
It's been 2 months. This man says, I would have been married to you. He sees that you are a dodo bird. And he has decided, I am just going to I'm just going to mess around with her. Let's see how dumb she is. Let's see if she actually gets rid of these damn kids so I can get my freak on in peace without having to hear kids
and
next
he's
door.
Not going to stay.
He's never going to marry you. The fact that he, one, actually said, I get rid of your kids, basically.
Yeah.
And that, two, he's talking about how he's going to marry you, been married to you. How? We just getting to know each other. I probably don't even know your favorite color in 2 months. Like, the man is just a it's like messing with you. Yeah. And the fact that you sat here and you asked this question on a national platform to give you advice about whether you should just drop your kids off with their daddy. And you ain't got no common sense. The elevator don't even reach floor number 1. It don't even hit the lobby. She in the basement somewhere where the vermin reside. Well, like, it don't make no sense. I would have been married to you 2 months. You're a man of 2 months, and you're thinking about dropping your kids off after you've been with this man for 2 months. How dumb do you sound?
Well,
I don't know. I think this might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. I actually think so.
I also don't want to sound petty, but the man can't speak English. He said he would have been married. This I would have married you. He's not even speaking proper English either. So, lady, this is what I'll say, lady.
Get help.
You have
go see a therapist.
You have to get some therapy. You do. You have to. If you're having problems with your sons, maybe they also need therapy. Separates from you.
Oh my gosh.
Your libido, you gotta get that under control, girl, because I know how that is. But don't throw away kids for no man. And the man, you have to just let him go with his no speaking English properly self. I don't know what else to say. My case, that's to go.
Anyway, y'all, but yeah, the whole thing was just foolishness, okay? She ain't got no sense. He ain't got no sense. Do you think that this lady's losing it?
I cannot even believe that she actually, I would not put something.
Her man of 2 months, ma. 2 months!
I will not
She didn't even say 6 months. She said 2 months.
I wouldn't put that up there. See, I don't know what has happened to the elders. Where you're having these problems, you go and speak to a lady who's older, wiser, before you go put yourself out front to say these things. Lord, I hope your boys don't hear you with this rubbish.
And I'm sure they're going to know who it is.
At this point, this is what I'll say. At this point, I don't know. Maybe the father is more stable than this lady. Maybe she does need to let the boys go there. But I just feel like you need prayer. You need therapy, and so do the sons. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
And you have to get the libido under control. You're not the only one who's been in that situation. You reach your late 30s, 40s, and you just wonder what's wrong with my body.
Yeah.
It happens to all women, And the thing is, women are not really talking about it like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if maybe it's a shame or something. They're keeping that to themselves.
Yeah.
But everybody goes through that. But that doesn't mean, you never want, with children, I always say you never want to make mistakes that you cannot take back.
Facts.
We will all make mistakes as parents. But you never want to make those mistakes that you cannot come back from. That your child will never forgive you for. You never want to do that. And it seems as though you're on the fast track to doing that.
Yeah. But Mary.
Y'all tell us what you think. And Ama.
We want you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below.